Iran recently conducted a simulated attack on an Israeli airbase, using medium-range ballistic missiles. The simulation aimed to prepare for a potential strike on the Israeli military's Palmachim airbase south of Tel Aviv. Palmachim is known as the main base for F-35 fighter jets in Israel, and serves as a major operations center for Israel's military campaign in Gaza against Iranian-backed Hamas. The missiles reportedly used in the simulation were mainly of the Fateh and Ahmad types, which have a range of around 1,700 kilometers. But the real question is, can Iran really destroy the Israeli airbase housing F-35s? The simple answer is possibly yes, but the more realistic answer is no. The possibility of Iranian ballistic missiles penetrating Israel's airspace is rooted in the tactics Iran employs today. Iran supports several proxy groups, like Hezbollah and Hamas, which launch barrages of rockets at Israel. They continuously develop crude rocket technology, increasing its range to cover major Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. A rocket launched by Hamas is much cheaper than the Tamir missile fired to intercept it. They have achieved some success by overwhelming the system with multiple rockets launched in a short span of time. Their goal is to win once, while the Israelis have to win every time. To stop them, Israel relies on its Iron Dome system, which has a 90% interception rate. Last year, when Israel was attacked with more than 5,000 rockets, the near-perfect air defense system found itself overpowered after a barrage of rockets from Hamas, allowing some to get through. This demonstrates that even advanced air defense systems can be defeated with saturation tactics. This leads us to a question: what if Iran and its proxies launch a combination of short-range rockets, potentially overwhelming Israel's Iron Dome system and exhausting its interceptor missiles, while simultaneously launching longer-range ballistic missiles like the Fateh? If Iran were to overwhelm Israel's missile defense systems, particularly the Iron Dome, to the point of exhausting its interceptor missiles, it could create a temporary window of vulnerability for Israel. In such a scenario, Israel's ability to intercept incoming threats would be significantly compromised, leaving it more susceptible to ballistic missile attacks. However, several factors need to be considered before we give the win to Iranians. Israel's missile defense systems are designed with redundancy and the capability to replenish interceptor missiles. While exhausting the initial stockpile of interceptors could create a vulnerability, Israel would likely have contingency plans in place to quickly replenish its interceptor inventory. That's point number one. My second point, which is also the more realistic answer, is that Israel's missile defense architecture includes multiple layers of defense. Israel does not solely depend on Iron Dome systems, because it employs a multi-layered approach to missile defense to address various types of threats. Iron Dome is only for smaller rockets or missiles, with some limited long-range capabilities. An intermediate interceptor, David's Sling, is for larger theater missiles, as well as cruise missiles. The Arrow system is for larger ballistic missiles. In addition, US-made Patriot missiles can be used as well in a pinch. Recently, Israel demonstrated its capability to stop this threat. Back in November 2023, Houthi militants, an Iran-backed group in Yemen, claimed they fired a salvo of ballistic missiles at Israel. The Israel Defense Forces later announced that they used the Arrow 3 system to effectively take down the threat, marking the first operational intercept for the weapon since its initial deployment in 2017. Israel already possesses Arrow 2 missile defense systems, designed to intercept targets in the upper atmosphere, while Arrow 3, which Israel recently used, can eliminate threats in space. Together, they make up the very upper echelon of Israel's multi-layered air defense network, which works to protect Israel's nearly 9,000 square miles of territory from missiles, rockets, artillery, and drones. Israel closely monitors potential threats and may take preemptive measures to neutralize missile launch sites or disrupt enemy capabilities before an attack occurs. This could include airstrikes on launch facilities or targeted operations to degrade Iran's missile capabilities. And apart from that, Israel, like many other countries, has sophisticated satellite systems that can monitor activities in the region, including missile launches. These satellites can detect missile launch signatures, track trajectories, and provide early warning to potential threats. Israel has advanced radar systems deployed both within its territory and in strategic locations, which can detect incoming ballistic missiles. These radar systems can track the trajectory of a missile and provide valuable data for missile defense systems. It also maintains robust intelligence networks in the region, which can provide early warning of potential threats, including missile launches. These networks may include human intelligence sources, signals intelligence, and other forms of surveillance. Now that we've explored the complexities of Iran's missile strategy and Israel's defense strategies, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your opinions and insights in the comments below.